Hello everyone, welcome to Naresh IT Technologies. This is HariKrishna. In this session, let us try to understand file copy operation. Up to last session, we have completed reading data from the file and writing data into the file. In this session, let us try to understand file copy operation. What is the meaning of file copy operation? It's simple. Copy data available in one file into another file by using one Java application. That's all. Okay, assume this file is abc.txt file and this file is bbc.txt file. This is our Java application. Now, in this abc.txt file, I have some data. Now, from my Java application, we have to read this data and then copy this data into this bbc.txt file. That's it. This is the target of this application. So, file copy is nothing but copy data from one file into another file. For this, we have to write some code inside our main method. Okay, inside main method, we have to write some code. So, now can you help me what I should do? Simple. First, if you want to copy abc.txt file data into bbc.txt file, first you must create a connection to this file from Java program, and also you must create another connection to this bbc.txt file. Through this connection, we must read the data available in the file, and whatever the data you are reading, I must pass the data to this connection so the data will be saved in the file. This is our target. So, can you try to answer here what is this connection? I want to read data from the file. What is the connection? It's nothing but FIS. Here I want to write data into the file. What connection I must create? Please try answer. FIS connection. So that means inside main method, first I must create FIS object connecting to abc.txt. Then I should create FIS object connecting to bbc.txt file. After two connections are ready, using this FIS, I must read data. Tell me, what is the method to read data? FIS.read method. Whatever the data reading by read method, whatever the byte reading by read method, that byte I must pass to FIS.write method. Okay. So, now simple steps, totally there are 4 steps are there. In copying data from one file to another file, we have simply 4 steps are there. What are the 4 steps? Tell me. Number 1, create a FIS object connecting to source file, which is abc.txt file. Then create a FIS object connecting to destination file, which is bbc.txt file. Then using FIS object, call read method to read the bytes available in abc.txt file, and whatever the byte written by the read method, pass it as argument to write method, so that write method will pass the data to FIS, FIS will save the data in bbc.txt file. This is our basic idea about file copy operation. But here one point you must observe, how many times I must call read method? As many bytes available in bbc.txt, right? That means FIS.read method you must call inside while loop, and inside while loop whatever the read method returning, that read method return value must pass to write method. So, this is the basic fundamental application about what you call file copy operation. I hope all you got clarity. So, first if you get an idea on file copy operation means what are the different objects and methods you must use inside this program development, then we can write the code accordingly. So, I hope you got clarity. Shall we go for application development? Right. So, tell me, how can we develop application? Obviously, we must use Edit Plus, right? Edit Plus or Eclipse, anything you can use. For more few applications, we will use Edit Plus. Later, we will move to Eclipse also. Okay, now let's open Edit Plus. In Edit Plus, open Java editor, file, new, Java. As usual, create this class as file copy and save this file with the name filecopy.java, right? Now, what is the first step? We must create a FIS object, file input stream, FIS equal to new file input stream of double quotes. What is the source file we want to choose? abc.txt. Then we have to create file output stream class object, copy this above line, change it to file output stream FOS equal to new file output stream of bbc.txt. Next step is what? Call fis.read method in while loop. I hope you remember the second application, reading data from the file dynamically. So same program we are writing, int data while data equal to fis.read not equal to -1, then inside while loop call fos.write of data. That's all. By the time while loop completed, control come down, we can say file data copied. Now write a message, file copied. At last, now we have to close FIS object as usual, and we have to close FIS.close. And I hope you already identified I have missed two steps. Number 1, import statement not added. Number 2, exceptions I have not handled. Let us see what happens if I compile this program. Save, open command prompt, change drive, change directory, clear screen, Java C file copy .java. So keep this command prompt and a folder side by side. Compile this program, you will get compile time errors. So what are the compile time errors we are facing? Let us try to observe. Cannot find symbol, class file input stream. Cannot find symbol, class file output stream. Where these two classes are available? In Java application, we have not written import statement, right? That's why we got error. Java.io.star. Save. Then go to command prompt, clear screen, compile again, file copy.java. Now we got another compile time errors. What these compile time errors check? Unreported exception, file not found exception, unreported exception, IO exception, right? You must handle two exceptions, handle those two exceptions. Throws, file not found exception, IO exceptions we handle, that's it. Now compile this program again, Java C file copy, compile successfully, right? Then execute. Observe background in the folder .class file created or not. Okay, so background in the folder .class file is created. Now I have a question for you. If I run this class, is file copy operation program executed successfully or will we get exception? Try to question yourself and answer. If I run this class file copy, we will get exception. Can you tell me why? Why we will get exception? We will get exception because in file copy program, we are reading data from abc.txt. That abc.txt file is not available in the folder, right? So source file must be available. So now observe, we will get exception. File not found exception. What is the file? abc.txt not available. Then what is the solution to this problem? First you have to create file. Create file, open notepad. Then type some data whatever you like, ABC, BBC, CBC, any data no problem. DBC, let be there. Save. I must save this file also in the same folder with the name abc.txt. I must save this file in the same folder, IO streams folder where our Java file is saved. Observe background file will be created. ABC file is created. Okay. Now go to command prompt. Now there is no runtime error. File will be copied. And observe bbc.txt file is automatically created by FOS constructor. Let us try to see the data ABC data copied into this file or not. Open with notepad. Observe. Let me increase font. Right. So you can see now the same abc.txt file is available in bbc.txt file. Okay. That's all about this application. So this application is related to file copy operation. Okay. Now let us try to understand the complete flow once again. So simple. Try to open both files, abc.txt and bbc.txt files. Right. So this is the program what we developed. Can you explain it? And now when you run this file copy operation, JVM will come to this file copy class. When we run this file copy class, JVM will come into file copy class. From there go to main method. Inside main method, first statement is file input stream class object creation. Because of this file input stream class object, connection created to abc.txt file. The next statement is file output stream class object creation. Because of this file output stream class object creation, connection created to bbc.txt file. And then later we have called fis.read method. Because FIS is connected to the abc.txt file, read method will go to abc.txt file, and inside abc.txt file available bytes it will read 1 byte at a time. That means it will read first A, returns to Java program, store that return A value in the data variable, and from the data variable it will give to write method. Write method will read the data and store inside FOS object connected file bbc.txt file. That is what first A will come. Are you following my point? Now I am repeating once again, abc.txt file complete data at a time not pushed into bbc.txt file. Byte it is copying. First A copied, then control is coming back to while loop, then again read method is called, again control will go to what, abc.txt file. In abc.txt file available next byte will be reading and returning to Java program. Then now this read method will store that return B value in a data variable. Data variable is passed as an argument to write method. Then write method will store the value B, the byte B inside the file. Now that is second byte. Like that, read method keep on running in the while loop, then until last byte, that is what, C, until last byte C it is written and C is stored. Again read method is called, control reach end of the file. When control reach end of the file, what will be returned to the program? -1. Now -1 means what? Data is equal to -1, that means it generates a false, hence control go out, and then we got message file copy. Okay. So finally what is the important point you have to understand? Finally, this application is responsible for copying one file data to another file. For that we created file input stream class object and then file output stream class object connecting to source file and destination file, and further we call read method in the loop. Each byte written by read method is passing to write method save in the file. And second important point we understood here, abc.txt file complete data at a time, not copy into destination file bbc.txt file, rather one byte will be copied. That is the point you have to understand. So this is the basic idea on file copy operation. I hope everyone understood. Clear? So if you try to run this program in your system, you will get more idea, and again try to understand the execution flow by you yourself, by talking yourself. Fine. At last I want to ask some questions here. That is, at any time you develop a program, one question you have to ask yourself, is my program dynamic application or static application? Always remember, when you try to develop a program, always you must ask yourself, my program is static application or a dynamic application. So what the meaning of static application, what the meaning of dynamic application? In a program, if you hard code any values and your program always work with those set of values, then that program is called hard coded application. It's not dynamic application. Okay, it's not runtime application. So now in this program I have mentioned the file abc.txt and I mentioned another file called what, bbc.txt file. Hence this program always copy data from abc.txt file to bbc.txt file. Let us say I have another file called cbc.txt. From that cbc.txt file I want to copy data into dbc.txt file. Is it possible from this application? No. I have to again open this file, modify the content. Okay. Now this abc.txt file I have to change it to cbc.txt, and here the file name should change to dbc.txt, save it, again I should compile and execute. So because whenever I want to change from one file to another file, I am changing the file names in this program, then this program is technically called hard coded application. It's a wrong design of development code. Then you may ask me question, why you explain this code, sir? First of all, if you understand the simple things, then later you can understand little complicated. Okay, that's what my intention. So if you understand this program, then in the next example we will understand how can we make this application as a dynamic application. So first line, copy one fixed file data into another fixed file, then we can make it a dynamic application. Is this clear? Right. So, in the next video, we will try to understand file copy dynamic application. Is this clear? Please practice this application and please available for next video. Okay. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe to NareshIT channel for more videos updates. See you in the next video. Thank you.